Hello.
Hi.
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you.
Hey Luke, how are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you.
Hey Adam.
Hi.
Hello Kian, how are you doing?
I'm alright, thank you.
Hey Lindsay.
Hello.
Hi Roy, how are you doing?
I am doing very, very fine. How are you?
Really, really good. After seeing the Grand Final rehearsals, what's your overall impression?
¿Lo has pillado?
¿Cuáles
Todas
son?
las impresiones después del rehearsal.
I think there's a great final with such amazing artists and so much variety this year.
For me, it's just amazing. You know, I saw like nice artists. Super happy for UK. I'm super happy. I feel like UK can do it amazing this year.
We love UK.
And I love the girls, so they did it. They stand on
harmonies.
the stage. It was amazing. So super happy for that. To be honest.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be the top three tomorrow night?
Wow, that's a tough question.
Yeah. Finland,
Yeah, it needs to be there. I agree with that.
France, and I hope Spain.
Yeah.
Maybe.
L'Espagne.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be a bit more crazy. Finland, France, those two are on my top. And then as third, let's change a bit. I will say Luxembourg.
Oh. Okay.
Let's change.
If this changes all the time, but if you could have to give an answer now, who do you think's winning?
Finland for me.
Finland is the most probable.
Yeah, for me, yes.
Yeah.
I'm on that. Yeah.
Totally.
And the second semi-final was last night.
Yep.
What do you think of those results and any shock non-qualifiers?
Shock non-qualifier.
The
Non-qualifier
second
of the
one.
second.
Of last night.
Oh, for me it's Mila, Serbia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I think it was fair actually. It wasn't a shock non-qualifier. I think it was everything fair. So yeah, I'm happy for how it was. It was nice actually. It was good.
A lot of people say shock was Australia as well. Why do you think that one qualified?
I don't think it's shocking. I don't
No,
believe
for me, it will be more
was
shocking Czech Republic than Australia
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
but still not shocking qualifier because the boys it wasn't the best. You know, it wasn't that great. So I understand why.
Yes.
And last but not least, if you could choose for your winner of Eurovision 2025, who is it going to be?
Spain.
Yes.
España. Melody.
Viva!
I can say bad words here.
No.
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
Fucking United Kingdom, bro.
Thank you so much, guys.
Love you.
Have a lovely night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
After seeing the grand final rehearsal for this afternoon, what's your overall impression?
It was a good show, a good variety of songs, ballads, upbeat songs. Yeah, I think overall, it's not a weak final. There's something for everybody.
And who do you predict being the top three tomorrow night?
Is that overall?
Yeah.
I would say France, Sweden, and Finland.
Yeah. Who do you think is winning? If it's right now.
France.
The second semi-final was last night. What do you think of the results? And was there any shock qualifiers for you personally?
I'm surprised Australia didn't qualify. Maybe opening the show, I thought the prop was very cool, but maybe it was a bit off-putting. Maybe it was not promoting body positivity or like stuff like that. So maybe people took it the wrong way. Maybe people didn't like he was topless, but at the same time Armenia was topless for the whole performance, and that worked. Shock qualifiers. I didn't really expect Denmark to go through, to be honest, but they did, and it's deserved. Sissal's an amazing performer.
Yeah.
Ireland, I was hoping would go through, but I'd say the early running order cost us. So yeah, there are my thoughts on semi-2.
Yeah, and a lot of people were shocked with Australia not getting through. Why do you think it didn't?
Yeah, I just think maybe just the early running order, Australia not really having any neighbours in Europe. Maybe some people weren't impressed with Gojo's vocals. He's not the strongest vocalist in the competition. And maybe like the staging of the fashion makeover was a bit off-putting for people.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, if you could choose your winner for tomorrow, who do you want it to be?
Switzerland, voyage. Oh my
Bring us
god.
back.
It's such a beautiful song. I think it will come top 10 overall. I think it will be top 5 in the juries, hopefully. But I just don't see it winning, unfortunately.
Adam, thanks so much. And happy Eurovision.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much. And after seeing the rehearsal for the grand final, what's your overall impression?
I have to say, I think it's a really strong year. The performances are great. Tonight, the vocals have been like top of the charts. Everyone's brought their A game, and it's going to be a very exciting show.
And who do you predict will be the top 3?
Oh, okay. In any order, I think France. I think Sweden. And third is really difficult. I'm gonna go out and say Italy.
Who do you think is winning the overall thing?
France. What? It's beautiful. The jury are gonna eat it up, and the public will too.
And of course, the second semi-final was last night. What do you think of the results? And was there any shock or non-qualifiers for you personally?
Yeah, I think Australia should have qualified. I think maybe opening hurt him a little bit. But I think Australia should have qualified, maybe instead of Latvia. But Latvia's bringing something different to the final than everyone else. So I appreciate that. But yeah, I think Australia was the biggest shock for me.
And talking of Australia, why do you think they didn't qualify?
Maybe the vocals, but like obviously Estonia and Iceland qualified in semi-1, but I think maybe they had a little bit more personality, and I think Australia used the gimmick of the blender, and it might have been a little distracting for the casual viewer, and I see it on social media, casual viewers thought he came across a little bit creepy, which, okay, so, but I think it was a very strong semi-final.
And last but not least, who would be your winner of Eurovision 2025 if you could choose?
If I could choose, my winner would be Iceland.
Yay.
I just think Iceland is great, and we need to go to a country that's never won before. So yes, vibe.
Thank you, Liz. Have a great night.
Mwah.
After seeing the rehearsal for the grand final, what's your overall impression?
It's a strong, it's a strong final, way stronger than before Eurovision started. Like actually, every country bring a great staging. It's quite open, I would say, but now you hear it in the background. France, I think France is gonna win. She's everything she has, the full package. But besides that, everything can change. Like who's gonna come last, who's gonna come second. It's super open.
And who do you predict being the top 3 this year?
The top 3, I will say France, Estonia, and let's say, the third one. I don't know. Sweden.
Yeah. And you mentioned it briefly before, but who do you think is winning tomorrow night?
I think France is winning this year, the juries, and she will not win the televote, but come like top 3 in the televote.
The second semi-final was last night. What do you think of the results? And was there any shock qualifiers for you personally?
I'm a little bit surprised that Lithuania made it, and I was expecting Serbia to qualify, not my personal favorite, but I'm overall very happy with the results. I'm happy for everybody that made it to the finals.
And for Australia, they were a shock non-qualifier. Why don't you think it qualified?
Personally, I didn't click with the song, but I really enjoyed the staging. I think it was perfect. Yeah, just like the message maybe, and maybe people think it's Australia, maybe they don't vote for it, but yeah, we've seen in the past they can vote for Australia, but not this year.
And last but not least, I think I know the answer to this, but if you could choose your own winner for this year, who would it be?
I think Luxembourg, surprisingly, after the rehearsals. Luxembourg!
Wow, thank you, Vince. Happy Eurovision.
After Eurovision.
After seeing the grand final rehearsal today, what's your overall impression?
I think everybody's really stepped up the game tonight, and I think Germany especially, after seeing the performances for a couple of things, but I still don't think that they're going to do well, but you can see that they tried to make an improvement. Remember Monday, I've definitely improved their A game, so really excited to see what happens with them.
Who do you think will be the top three?
My top three is Finland, France, and Albania.
Yeah. And who do you think's winning the whole thing?
You know what? I'll probably get some disagreements, but I'm sticking to my guns and I'm going to say it till my last breath, and it's Finland.
The second semi-final was last night. What do you think of the results of that one? And was there any shock non-qualifiers for you?
I wouldn't say there was any. It was hard because it was a very, very good run on semi-2. The only one that really shocked me that got in was Lithuania. But I feel like all the other ones could have got in somewhere. I was a bit disappointed with Australia because I hyped that song up so much. And I literally went viral everywhere for pouring milkshake all over myself in Australia. But let's put that to another day. But yeah, I just felt like it felt flat on the stage, and it wasn't a song that you could really sing live. Like in the music video, it was like a caramel banana that you have got to see, and then like in the semi-final too, it was like a caramel banana that you have got. You know what I mean? So it was like it was missing that oomph, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad for them.
And do you think that's why Australia didn't qualify in the end?
I think so, yeah, because the staging was on point, but you could just tell that there was lacking the essence of the choreo and everything.
And last but not least, if you could choose a winner of Eurovision this year, who would your winner be?
Well, as an honorary San Marinese, I would say Gabri Ponte, only because it's only fair to support San Marino for obvious reasons.
Of course. Thank you so much, Kian.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Roy. How you doing?
I am doing very, very fine. How are you?
Really, really good. After seeing the Grand Final rehearsal, what's your overall impression?
I think overall the show flows really nicely. I do think there's a few odd breaks here and there, but it's funny, and the artists absolutely nailed it tonight, most of them.
And who do you predict being the top three?
I think Sweden, Finland. The third one's difficult for me. Maybe Austria.
And who do you think is winning at this moment in time?
I think it's still going to be Sweden.
The second semi-final was last night.
Yes.
What do you think of those results? And was there any shocks on qualifiers for you personally?
I'm gutted about Australia. I can see a little bit more why non-qualified versus Belgium on the first semi-final. But I was gutted that didn't go through, so that's the one I was most shocked about. The rest I could kind of understand. I would have maybe swapped it out for Greece or, I don't know, Denmark or something like that. But Denmark really performed really well too. So did Greece, to be honest.
Yeah. And what was the main reasons why you think Australia didn't qualify?
I think it was just really early on, and there's like a lot of other fun songs to vote for in the semi-final, like Malta and Finland, of course. They all kind of pull from that sexy, trying to be edgy and quirky little bubble, and I think ultimately you can only vote for one or two of those, and then Australia was a bit earlier on and maybe didn't pull it off as well as those two.
And last but not least, if you could choose your winner of the year, who would it be?
I have been mightily impressed by Latvia this year, and I've also heard like quite good responses from Eurovision Village, where I watched it last night, and I think in general people really like it. But Latvia I think is my winner at the moment.
Roy, thanks so much, and happy Eurovision.
No worries.